Well, hello my friends. Something a little different today. Why would I take a perfectly good Jamis Renegade Elite gravel bike, you know, the one that I took up the coast from Key West to Canada, and convert it to this? Well, let's talk about what's fashionable versus what's functional. Well, the gravel bikes that you see on the market today mostly have drop-down handlebars, don't they? So the bike industry tells us that more handholds on drop-bar handlebars lead to more comfort. Well, that is true, but drop-down handlebars do give you a measure of comfort with many different handholds. The comfort is marginal. I can place my hands in different places. I can put them on the brake hoods. I can move them down on different areas of the handlebars. I can put my hands flat on top of the bars, and I can go into the drops when there's a headwind. But when I place my hands in the drops for an extended period of time, staying in this position for more than a minute or two is very painful. The back of my neck really feels it. So for me, I found that the drop-down bars just give me marginal gains in certain situations. And for me, it's just not worth it. And this became very evident when I started riding my Priority 600X, which has flat bars and has very comfortable hand grips. So what did I do to make sure I would have more handholds on my Priority with the flat bars? Well, I added these risers that I'm able to hold on to give my body a rest from being extended out on the handlebars. And that does make a difference. But overall, on a multi-day bike packing trip going hundreds of miles, I have found that the flat bars really do the trick. So I can't see myself going back to drop-down handlebars. So during my recovery from my broken neck, I decided to convert this very nice Jamis bike to flat handlebars. I had a lot of time on my hands over the past few months, and it was the opportune time for me to do that retrofit. And I thought the best thing to do if I'm going to make this conversion, since it's a top-of-the-line bike that Jamis had at the time, I thought I would get good quality components. Let me show you what they are. The first thing I thought of in doing this retrofit is, can I do it using the existing derailleurs, both front and rear? You see, in the back I have an 11 by 48 with a Shimano Ultegra derailleur, and in the front it's a 2 by 50 by 34. So in doing my research, I decided on the Shimano Deore system for brake levers and gear shifters. These are the XT model, and they're quite good quality. When I installed them, I was able to use my existing brake cables since they were in very good shape. I haven't been able to take this bike for a ride yet, but I will be able to at the beginning of December and road test what I've done. And as far as the gear shifters, I use the Shimano XTR gear shifters for both front and back, and they installed without a hitch, no problem whatsoever. For handlebars, I went with PNW ultralight aluminum bars. I thought about carbon fiber, but that would only save me about 3 ounces, maybe be a little more comfortable, but this is what I opted to put on here. Now, when it came to hand grips, I was looking for something very similar to what's on my Priority, something with a flat cushioned area to put your hand on to relax the palm. And these seem to be very comfortable. And they also come with extenders on the end so that you do get another handhold position. And these are flexible, and it remains to be seen what their final resting place will be after I ride this thing out on the street. They're built by the Argon company, and I highly recommend them. I'm not sponsored, I'd like to be. So I didn't film the actual procedure that I took when doing this retrofit. There's so many videos online that you can take a look at if you're considering doing something like this. So I think I'm going to be very happy with this retrofit, and I can't wait to get outside and ride this bike around. And I certainly will do a review on how things turned out and get a closer look at the whole bike when we're out on the trail. So that's it for now. Thanks for taking the time to watch this short video. And my recovery is going very well. I feel like I could get back out there and ride. It's only been about 8 weeks since my accident, and the doctor says don't ride your bike till the beginning of December. I'm going to take his advice. So I'd like to say thank you for watching this short video, and I hope you're doing well and you're having a good month. So take care, and as always, happy pedaling.